Hello and welcome everyone to another edition of TM Geek. We are in the midst of our TM Geek Inaugural Championship Tournament. I am your host, Kevin, the Philosopher Poss. On with me on the desk today, he is one of the competitors in this tournament, Aaron Knoll. How are you, sir?
Good. Good to be here. Fresh off that nice, fun loss that I took. I am not a special guest host like Chandru or Chance, but I am just as excited to be here. And today we have two exciting competitors that are ready to go at it for their chance to get that first win and move on to that second round.
Absolutely. This being the penultimate matchup in round number one. We have, I misspoke in the last match. I'm sure I have edited over that, but I did say that it was going to, this match was going to be Jacob versus Andrea. That is actually going to be the next match. This match is quite interesting in and of itself, in that it is the highest ranked competitor with a loss versus the lowest ranked competitor coming in, only because he had two matches and two close defeats. So this one could go either way. Two guys that have a lot of geek knowledge, and I'm excited to see it. Let's go ahead and bring in our first competitor for the evening. He is the number 11 ranked competitor in this tournament. He is Amarú Moses. And there he is. How's it going, Amarú? What's up, Rue?
Going all right. I'm excited about this. Chris is a sneaky good competitor. So I have been trying my hardest not to look past him and just saying, hey, play myself, get this win, and I'm ready to go.
Nice. Anything for Amarú, Aaron?
Yeah, I was going to say, so as we've said both in the preview special and just now, coming into this match, you are the best performing of the players who did not receive a win in their first match. Obviously playing David Garcia Alonso in what was a very, very competitive match, 22-18 loss, a score that would have won not only most of the first matches, but most of this first round as well. Does that give you any sort of extra confidence boost, despite not downplaying your opponent? Does that give you any confidence going into this?
It's yes, but even more so ever since then, I've been doing fairly well with Geek and just getting better. So I'm just confident in general. And I hope that confidence pays off. So
very nice. Well, good luck, and we will we'll bring you right back in. We are going to talk to our next competitor. He is the number 22 seed in the tournament. He is Chris Diaz.
Hey.
How's it going, Chris?
What's up, Chris?
Doing all right?
I am ready to face Margaret. This to be a fun match. Margaret's been someone I've been looking for to face for a long time. Yeah.
Well,
I think they're first match against each other, so that could be fun.
Nice. Yeah, well, you definitely have a lot on your plate. As far as preparation, what have you been doing differently from your last match or last matches?
I've been watching a lot of the movies that I have never seen before, so I've been going through movies like Constantine and the Superman movies, stuff that I don't usually would go for because of reputation to get, but I've been improving, and then been watching a lot of geek matches. So anything come up in this that fun of geek match can help me.
Yeah, that's good strategy. Absolutely. Well, Aaron, anything for Chris before we get started?
No, I was gonna say basically just to ask, do you look to prove your ranking wrong? Because as we've said, despite the fact that both your matches were close, just due to de facto ranking as the only 0-2 competitor in Geek, that does put you at the 22nd seed. So do you think that your go to win this match is to try and prove that ranking and that seeding wrong in any sort of way?
Yeah, I know I have a lot on me, especially with position and ranking, and I want to show that I am a good geek competitor. I've been improving every time, especially when you look at the other league. I've been doing really well with geek, so I hope what I did with the other league here and improve myself.
Very nice.
Absolutely.
Well, good luck, Chris, as well, and we'll go ahead and now we can bring in Amarú. Sorry for that little preemptive bring in, but yeah, that is what editing is for. All right, I will get into your round number 1 rules, and we'll get started, fellas. In round number 1, Aaron and I will administer 10 geek questions in random geek categories to both of you. Or you have 15 to 20 seconds to write down your answer on your whiteboard. And then when we call on you individually, please reveal your response and speak it aloud. Each question in this round will be worth 1 point. You do not lose any points for an incorrect guess. A perfect round 10 for 10 triggers a 1-point bonus question. You do have 3 repeats and 1 challenge to use throughout the entire match. So keep that in mind. And I think that's it. If you guys are ready, I will throw it on over to Aaron for question number 1. Good luck, fellas.
All right, gentlemen, for your first question of this geek match, we will take it to deep space in the category of Star Trek. In Nemesis, what is the name of the new Proctor of the Romulans, portrayed by Tom Hardy?
I don't really have much to say about Nemesis, but
I was going to say a whole lot of words in that question, and Tom Hardy was the clicker that sent them to write their answers.
Apparently so. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
All right, and we'll go ahead and start with Star Trek creature himself, Ruber.
Shinzon.
All right, and Chris.
I got it watch it after. I mind a little bit.
All right, and with Shinzon, Amaru will draw first blood and take a 1-0 lead.
That is correct. All right, moving on to category number 2, something I think both of these guys are pretty strong in, Wizarding World. In Crimes of Grindelwald, what is the name of the man that assisted Grindelwald in his escape from imprisonment by Makusa?
Is it just me, or does Makusa sound like it could be a spell in the Harry Potter universe?
It could be. I'm a bigger fan of these movies than a lot of people, so I definitely am in the minority
think it's
there.
just barely watchable.
I was gonna say I think you're in the majority there for sure. 1 pins down, and we'll start this time with Chris.
And I did it good, but I said Alfonso. I think that would have passed.
And Amaru.
I hear Makusa. I think Makuka.
I do too. I was going to say that too, actually. All right, Abernathy is the correct answer. Amaru takes a 2-0 lead.
All right, strong start for Amaru, but Chris still has a lot of chances to get some points on the board as we move into category number 3, which is the MCU. And your question is, in what film do we see Spider-Man make his first appearance? Excuse me for the wording.
No problem. I think they got it on that one. Maybe a little bit of an easier question, but hey.
Everybody needs a point.
Those first two might have been. Those first two were kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
All right, we'll go ahead and go to Amaru first.
Captain America Civil War.
And Chris.
Captain America Civil War.
Perfect from both of these gentlemen. Chris is on the board. 3-1 the score.
Absolutely. And moving right along into category number 4, we're going to go to Middle Earth. What is the name of the raft-like structure that the hobbits take across the lake to escape Farmer Maggot and the Fellowship of the Ring? Sometimes all it takes is getting that first point in, and then you can get on a little roll. So,
absolutely. And
absolutely
fuck you, Shadowbacks.
Jeez, 5, 4. Never gonna let that go.
Never letting it go.
1, hands down, and we'll start with Chris.
I did it good. I said my job.
And Amaru.
Buckleberry Ferry.
That is correct. Buckleberry Ferry. All right.
All right. And with that, we're going to go ahead and move on to question number 5, the halfway mark in round number 1. And this time, it is not the MCU, but it is Marvel. In Logan, from where does X-23 obtain her iconic sunglasses? Just what a movie.
Yeah, absolutely. This is an experience more than a movie, I would say.
I've never seen a movie make more grown men tear.
Fair. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
All right, we'll go ahead and go to Amaru.
I believe it's a gas station.
All right, and Chris.
Okay, convenience store, technically gas station.
We'll accept both of those. Yep.
Okay. Yep. Convenience store, gas station, both fall under the same, so we'll accept them both. 5-2 is the score.
All right. Moving to weapons, vehicles, technology, and magical objects. What color is a stormtrooper's bolt when their blasters are set to stun, as seen in A New Hope? Color questions. Gotta love them.
Absolutely. There are 6 colors on the rainbow. Which beautiful color is on this blaster? 7. Okay.
5, 4,
Shut up. Indigo doesn't count. That's just purple.
2, 1. Pins down. We'll start with Chris.
Blue?
And Amaru.
I also said blue.
Blue is correct.
Yes, sorry. Blue. It's like blue, white, green, which one of them?
Well done. All right, Chris getting some points there. Amaru 6-way through, and he is still perfect with a 6-3 score. As we go ahead and move into question number 7, which comes in the category of mixed bag. What comic book film features a cast of Josh Brolin, Megan Fox, Will Arnett, and Michael Shannon?
A lot of names that you find in a lot of different franchises all come together. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
And we'll go ahead and go to Amaru first.
Hoping mixed bag means absolutely everything. Jonah Hex.
And Chris.
Really bad. Maybe I had to watch for the first time.
You poor, poor souls have the correct answer. I couldn't commentate because that movie sucks and it would give it away.
I wanted to say, are they all from really good franchises and come together in a really bad movie? But I didn't want to say that. All right, moving on to category number 8, Star Wars. Nothing but Star Wars. In The Rise of Skywalker, who says, I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it?
I feel like this is what the writers of the film said to themselves as they were trying to come up with a script for this.
I don't know if I have the strength.
Both gentlemen, though, going to the boards quick.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. This time we'll start with Chris. Amaru.
Ray.
Kylo Ren is correct.
Is correct.
I had him in my head. Son of a bitch.
And you also think that in the same thing, they literally rip off from the Force Awakens.
Yep, that snips the chance for a perfect round, but maybe takes off a little bit of pressure, and we move forward.
The perfect round pressure is off, but Amaru still has a chance to gain 2 more points. As we go into your penultimate question, number 9, which will come to you in the category of DC films. In Batman Mask of the Phantasm, in what location are Andrea Beaumont and Batman when they first meet? I feel like this is an underrated movie in the modern era. More people need to see this.
Yeah, and since they put it on Netflix, I think I've said this before in a match, but since they put it on Netflix, like I think I've watched it maybe 3 times already. It is definitely something I missed from my childhood. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
All right, we'll go ahead and go to Amaru.
I just said Wayne Tower.
And Chris.
I said a ferry. I think they were on a boat. I remember from film.
Close, but no cigar. They were at a graveyard.
Oh,
Specifically her mother's tomb.
Her mother's
Right.
tomb. What a lovely place to meet a love.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe I got all the first time this year.
Our final question in round number 1, as always, in the category of plot summary. I'll give you the plot summary of an IG film. You give me the film. When a cocky stunt pilot falls in love with a beautiful actress, finds a jetpack and a biplane, he creates an alter ego to battle Nazi forces to both protect his love from an evil actor and save the day.
Mario going to the board very quickly there. Chris still taking the time to think.
No, I got it.
I was going to say,
mind.
half the time when I get done reading those, I look up and everybody's already been done for like half of the time I'm talking. 4, 3, 2, 1. But that's fair. We'll start with Chris.
Loved it. Film just watched it first time this year. The Rocketeer.
All right, Amarú.
I needed this last point right here. The Rocketeer.
The Rocketeer is correct. Very well done by both competitors. A very close game, 8-6. Amarú has the lead. That will take us into round number 2, which is our wheel round. You want to go over some rules for the wheel round, Aaron?
Absolutely. In round number 2, the competitors will get to spin our beautiful Power Ranger colored wheel, in which they will land on a category. Should you not like the first one you land on, unless it is opponent's choice, and nobody likes that, you will have to respin. You can respin again if you would like. Whatever category you end up with, you will get 5 questions in it. Each question is worth 2 points unless you choose to check to multiple choice, at which point it will become worth 1 point. And competitors can steal if the person answering gets them wrong. You guys also both have all 3 of your repeats left and a challenge should you need it. With that, Amarú, since you are in the lead, you will have the choice of wanting to go first or second after Kevin reads you your categories.
All right, in no particular order, not revealing any strengths here today. We have on the wheel this afternoon MCU, directors and composers, mixed bag, DC, quotes, Star Trek, Harry Potter, and Star Wars. And then, of course, spinners and opponent's choice.
So, Amarú, would you like to go first or defer to Chris Diaz?
Go ahead, Chris. You can go first.
All right. We'll go ahead and make Kevin nice and big and spin that wheel.
Giggity, and here we go. Chris, your first spin is in. And as you can see, the wheel was primed, nice and...
Our backroom aide asked me to say, go Power Rangers.
Spin again.
Directors and composers. I don't know why it came up that small. All right, taking a chance and spinning again. Let's see what fate gives them. It looks like spinner's choice.
Spinner's choice.
All right. So, Chris, would you like for me to repeat the options, or do you know what you would like to take?
I'm going to go with Harry Potter.
I'm going to go with Harry Potter. Okay. All right. So, Chris is going to go with Harry Potter. We can get the screen adjusted back, and I will administer your questions, Mr. Diaz. As soon as I write this down. All right. 5 questions coming your way, Chris. In the realm of Harry Potter, there are no Fantastic Beasts questions included. You have all 3 repeats and your challenge. Maru, be ready for any steals. Please, both competitors, keep your hands on screen throughout the entirety of the questioning. Chris, are you ready, sir?
Yeah.
All right. Question number 1. In the Order of the Phoenix, who restrains Harry after Sirius heartbreakingly falls through the veil in the Ministry of Magic?
Lupin.
That is correct for 2 points. Question number 2. In the Sorcerer's Stone, what spell does Ron use against the troll?
Medallion Leviosa.
That is incorrect. Gonna go to Amarú for the 2-point steal. In the Sorcerer's Stone, what spell does Ron use against the troll?
Oh, now I know what it was.
Spell questions, always tricky ones. Gonna need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Stupefied.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Expelliarmus.
That's
Expelliarmus.
the one I don't realize it until after I think.
Yep. All right, Chris, your third question in Harry Potter. In what location does Dumbledore's army practice?
In the room of requirement.
That is correct. For 2 points. Chris doing very well here in round number 2. Your penultimate question, Chris, in Harry Potter. In The Half-Blood Prince, the recipe for brewing the draught of living death is located on what page of the potions book?
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, page 13, B, page 10, C, page 17, D, page 12?
Page 12.
That is incorrect. Going to go to Amarú for the 1-point steal. I'll read you your question and multiple choice options. In The Half-Blood Prince, the recipe for brewing the draught of the living death is located on what page of the potions book? Is it A, page 13, B, page 10, C, page 17, or D, page 12?
Page 10.
That is correct for 1-point steal. All right, Chris, your last question in round number 2. According to Luna Lovegood, what is a prerequisite to be able to see Thestrals?
If you see somebody die, pretty much.
I will accept that. That is correct for 2 points. You must have seen death. All right, so Chris cleans up pretty nicely in the Harry Potter category. The ones that he got 2 points for each, so 6 total points coming out from each round. Brings him up to 12.
Yeah, that's a pretty tough question. The troll thing, like, there's so many stuff on that book.
Yeah, absolutely. That is happening as we speak. We're getting into some deep cuts for sure. All right, so Amarú, your spin is up, sir, and here we go. First spin is in. Star Wars.
I'll spin that again.
All right, he's going to spin again. So again, testing fate, and your spin is in. Worked out for Chris. Let's see. It looks like it may have worked out for Mario as well. Spinner's choice, sir.
Directors and composers.
Directors and composers. All right, so I will pass that over to Aaron to administer those questions.
Absolutely. Thank you to Amarú for picking a category with words I can pronounce for once. All right. Amarú, 5 questions in directors and composers will be coming your way. Your first question. What is the only live-action Star Wars film in which John Williams does not have a credit in composing?
Rogue One.
That is correct for 2 points, bringing him within 1 of Chris Diaz as we move on to his second question. Who composed 2019's Hellboy?
Benjamin Wallfish.
That is correct for 2 more points as Amarú will take the lead, 13-12. All right. For your third question, what directorial pair helmed 2018's Teen Titans Go to the Movies?
Oh, of course I did. Okay.
Gonna need an answer, multiple choice in 5, 4,
Multiple
2.
All right. Your options are A, Peter Ramsey and Rodney Rothman, B, Chris McKay and Aaron Horvath, C, Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck, or D, Aaron Horvath and Peter Rita McHale.
D as in dog.
That is correct for 1 point.
Smartly going to multiple choice there.
All right. Amarú, for your penultimate question in directors and composers, who was the first composer to have credits on multiple MCU films?
An answer multiple choice in 5, 4, 3,
Repeat.
2. All right. So Aaron dropped out for a second. I will go ahead and repeat that for you. Who was the first composer to have credits on multiple MCU films? That is Amaru's first repeat. He will have 2 remaining.
Alan Silvestri.
That is correct for 2 points.
Hello, am I heard again?
You are. I will let you take back over, sir. We just had a
Beautiful.
repeat. So question number 5 is yours.
Cool. I don't know what just happened there. All right. Amarú, in your final question, who directed Blade Runner 2049?
Denis Villeneuve.
That is going to be correct for 2 more points, as Amarú will take a 5-point lead, 17-12. A good lead. Ooh, what's happening?
Yeah, I have 18.
18 to 12. Yep. He hit it for 2 points.
Yeah, that was my bad. I accidentally hit a 5 instead of a 6.
It's all good, buddy.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't realize you were back yet, Maddie. My bad.
All right. So 18 to 12 is our score after round number 2. Moving into round number 3, it's still anybody's game, but Chris will have some work to do. In round number 3, each competitor is going to give me 3 numbers between 1 and 12 that will correspond to 3 random geek categories. Each question will be worth 2, 3, and 5 points in the respective order that you give them to me. Each competitor will have their repeats remaining that they have carried over. So Amarú has 2 repeats and his challenge, and Chris has all 3 repeats and his challenge. No stealing, no multiple choice, obviously, in this round. Amarú, since you have a lead, sir, go ahead and give me 3 numbers in between 1 and 12.
1, 3, and 10.
1, 3, 10, and Chris.
5, 2, and 9.
5, 2, and 9. All right, we will need to see Chris hit his or get at least 6 points here to send it back over to Amarú and avoid the TKO. Since I gave Chris his round 2 questions, Aaron, if you'll give Chris the round 3 questions.
Absolutely. So remember, Chris, you will need to hit any combination of your 5-pointer and either the 2 or 3 in order to send it back. And for your 2-pointer, you pick the number 5, which is going to fall under the category of scores and soundtracks. Your question is, who scored Doctor Strange and Rogue One, A Star Wars Story?
Michael Giacchino.
That is going to be correct for 2 points. We will go ahead and move on to Chris's 3-pointer. Now, remember, folks watching, Chris needs to hit the 5 no matter what, so this is just for points and bragging rights.
Well, it would extend his lead if it shoots it back over, but yes,
true.
That is true.
All right, Chris, your 3-pointer came in the category of number 2, which will pair up with heroes and villains.
Mm-hmm.
Who voices the Necromancer in The Hobbit?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
That is correct for 3 points, as we will see Chris move on to that 5-pointer.
And it's a big one.
All right.
He has to hit it to send it back over.
All right, Chris, for your 5-pointer, remember you do have 3 repeats left should you need them. And Chris, your 5-pointer is going to come in the category of Wizarding World.
Oh.
All right.
And the anticipation will not carry over. I'll go ahead and read the question. Your 5-pointer in the realm of Wizarding World, Chris. You do have all 3 repeats remaining. Who faces the Welsh Green Dragon in the first challenge of the Tri-Wizard Tournament in Goblet of Fire?
Repeat.
All right, going to use a repeat there. And since Aaron is back, I will let him do the repeat of his 5-pointer in Wizarding World.
All right, Chris, your first repeat, if my camera can work long enough, falls under the category of Wizarding World. Who faces the Welsh Green Dragon in the first challenge of the Tri-Wizard Tournament in Goblet of Fire?
Congratulations, Amarú Moses.
And your winner by TKO, moving on to round number 2 to face Matt Graham, Amarú, the Rubear, Moses.
Chris,
All
the answer
right.
we were looking for was Fleur Delacour.
Yep. Great job tonight, Chris. I'm going to drop you to the back for a moment. We'll have you right back in to talk to you. Amarú, picking up a big TKO here, 18 points. Seems to be your lucky number here. How are you feeling, sir?
Very happy he missed that because 2, 3, and 5-point questions can be ridiculously hard if you get it in a category you don't know. And I would have needed to hit at least 2 of them or my 5. And going into round 3, anything could happen. I heard the question. I was like, it's a 1 in 4 chance. Please get this wrong. You did. I have a sigh of relief because that could have gone bad for me if he would have hit that. So I'm really happy. Matt, not so mad. I'm looking to get a perfect round. I want a perfect round. So that's one I know where I gotta improve. But happy with the performance and yeah, ready to face Matt.
All right, and as you said, we'll go ahead and display the image, Amarú. Going into the next round with that 1-in-1 consistent 18-point record, you will be taking on TMG's, oh, wow, that's real blurry, Mr. Matt Graham. Looked cleaner before the match, but I guess that's just the way things work now. How do you feel about that match, Amarú? How are you feeling going into it?
I'm feeling the same way I felt going into this one. I am confident in me. And I am going to just try to continue to build on the strengths that I have. I don't know Maddie too much in Geek. I think there's tape out there for him, and I have to go look for it. And when I figure that out, I will see whether or not I feel better or the same. But again, I'm looking at me for this, and I'm confident in what I can do. So
that is absolutely fair. Well, congratulations, Amarú. Good luck in the next round. We hope to see you soon, man. I'm going to drop you to the back and bring in Chris, our unfortunate second place finisher. There are no losers in Team Geek. How are you feeling, Chris?
I feel better. Like, every day a little longer, but it's tough. Like, the dream can be tough sometimes because we're going back and forth between physical and floor in my head. I'm like, I had 8 particularly one. And I know, I'm forgetting name all of a sudden. Every time, finger, mine, when they pick out the dragon, I had to try to remember which one was which.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes even though there may be only 4 options, I feel like that can actually make it a bit harder if you can't fully visualize that scene. So definitely a tough 5 there. You did well. You hit your 2 and 3. You obviously did really well in Harry Potter. Just came up a little bit short today, but we do. Aaron, I'll let you ask what you're about to ask. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, your round 1 was very, very solid, and obviously round 2 went your way, and the round 3 fight back was great. It was just unfortunate. Again, as he said, that question was absolutely a 1 in 4 chance. It's just, it's such a blip detail because you never see any of the others go up. You're just having to remember the one dialogue piece, and sometimes that's more difficult than it sounds when you when you think about there's only 4 people you could have picked. So absolutely, again, it's unfortunate that you go 0-3 with this, with 3 very close matches. But what I'll say is, we have a little while to go before the tournament's over, so you'll be on the back burner for a little bit. But once we get the opportunity to try and get some more matches going again and we start working some of those people back in, is there anyone you'd like to face down the road?
I feel like, depending on our audience, too, we kind of had a boiling point where we both want a chance to beat each other because and I feel that, like, on that bit, like, we've been back and forth and getting utterly, like, because she won one attempt, I won once again, and she kind of wants her revenge on me being her in Jack Hall Trivia Geek. So I think that would be an interesting match between me and her. Like,
all right, yeah, that's definitely something we can look into after the tournament. So we'll definitely see you back, Chris. Like we said earlier, I don't think your record shows how good you really are. So keep your head up, and we'll move forward. Thank you again, and good luck in your future matches. All right, Aaron, closing thoughts on this one?
Yeah, another great game. As the tournament progresses, the matches are going to get tighter and tighter like this. And probably from the outset of round 1, I believe I may have even said this in our video, this is the one that was the most interesting because, again, Amarú, it was like closest to the winners that never quite got there. It was a great score and an unfortunate loss. And so he had something to push for coming in. And then Chris, 2 very, very close matches, but just unfortunately, because he already had 2, that puts you at the de facto bottom, which pairs this interesting matchup in the very first round. And they both brought exactly what we thought they would bring. It was a 1-point game. Both had solid round 1s and round 2s, and Chris made a great fight back in round 3. And it was just unfortunate there at the end. He couldn't quite get the answer, but I think Chris down the road, when he comes back, could definitely give another player a run for their money and hopefully get that first win. And Amarú, not that I put anything public out there, but I certainly have a lot of faith in Amarú from everything I've seen, and this is the first match to prove that. So we'll see how it goes against him and Maddie. It'll be certainly an interesting match to see.
Yes, absolutely. Round 2 was obviously a deciding factor. I love matches where both competitors get spinner's choice. So it feels like a more, I don't want to say fair match, but it feels like the wheel doesn't play into it as much. And everything's kind of just left out on the field. This was a great match. Amarú doesn't have to answer any round 3 stuff, so he can kind of keep that close to his chest, any of his strengths there moving forward. So, but he does have the experience answering some round 3 stuff in this league and other leagues, so that may be an advantage over over Matt. I'm sorry, we'll see. So yeah.
Amarú, you don't have to panic. We're not making
I
you
know,
play David
sorry.
again. That was a slip of the tongue.
That was definitely my fault there. All right, guys. The next match, as I accidentally said in the last one, I promise you the next match this time really is going to be Jacob West, Papa West, everybody's 37th favorite dad in the fan leagues, versus...
I moved up one.
Yeah, sure. The Empress versus the Empress, Andrea Malabag. She is a scary good competitor. I feel like that'll be a sneaky good match to watch. So tune in to our next match next Thursday, and we will see you then. Until then, keep geeking